Well, hi and welcome, pool fans, to the Poison Saigon Women 9-Ball Open, which is part of the Predator Pro Billiard series here in the beautiful Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. We had 64 women competing in this event for a 75,000 prize fund. This is a losers round 2 match between Wang from Taipei and NGUYEN from Vietnam. The game is 9-ball, winner break, best of 3 sets, races to 4. I'm Benjamin Belhassan, and I'm glad to welcome in the booth my good friend Mark White. How, Mike? How are you?
Good morning, bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. All good here. Benjamin, thank you very much. Looking forward to this one. What a day we had yesterday. Absolutely crazy matches late here last night, and expect more drama here today as well.
Yeah, definitely. And one of those two women will go home after this match because, as I mentioned, it's a loser side match, so big pressure there. I actually could find the information from the Wang from Taipei. She's a 7:30 Fargo show, and she had a couple of good results so far. She came fifth at the Las Vegas Open earlier this year, so only losing to the quarterfinal, and she's in the loser side because she lost to Savannah Easton, the Roadrunner, on the winner's side.
Yeah, it's a good result for Savannah Easton. That she really is taking some scalps. The young lady from Las Vegas, sending this young lady to the loser side. And as you say, it's a must-win match for both these ladies. Otherwise, it's au revoir, as you say in France.
Yeah, exactly.
So a good start here. Very, very important for both these ladies to get off to a flyer, take this opening rack, settle down, get the arm swinging.
So they are playing under a 30 seconds shot clock, as we mentioned. All those TV tables matches. So it's a 30-second shot clock, 60 seconds after the break, and one extension per rack. So this adds quite a little bit more pressure, actually.
Certainly
this
does.
Is how we like it.
We like it, but we're not sure they do, Ben. Nice shot there.
She has a little bit of work to do from the 6 to the 8 here. See if she's gonna stop the ball and play the two rails like short and long to catch the line of the 8 in the top left.
Well, she had a very, very tough first round, this young lady. Lost in straight sets to Han Yu.
She decided to go on the other side of the 6, which is good also, but the thing is she has to come across the line of the 8, which is never a good idea because you have to bring much more you have to take care of much more of the speed into it. So she came up a little bit short. I think it would have been better to stop the cue ball on the 5 and to stay on the other side of the 6, going two rails.
Yeah, coming in on the angle of the shot. That's what you mean, isn't it, Benjamin?
Yeah.
Instead of crossing the line. And as
exactly.
You can see, she's pulled up short here. This is tough, but still makeable. Still fancy her to get this. Well, unforgiving pocket, so breaking down on the last 2 balls, and this is 9 ball for you. All the other balls are irrelevant. It's only the 9 that counts. A good chance here for Wang Ling to steal this opener.
Okay, first game goes to Wang. The thing is, I thought that NGUYEN would have won this rack, and as we mentioned, this is just a position play mistake. It's not quite a... Yeah, she missed that ball, but she missed that ball because she made a mistake on the position from the 6 to the 8, because that 8 ball was tough. Blind pocket, you kind of lose control of the cue ball even if you make it. So yeah, it was definitely a choice mistake more than anything else.
Yeah, it's not 8 ball where patterns, of course, are very, very important, but there are still patterns, even though you're following, you're potting by numbers in this game, but you still have to have, to get on the right side of balls, which takes you to the next one. So there are still, there's lines that you need to follow, really. Nice control of the 1 there. No luck on the 2, though, unfortunately, for Wang Ling. So can play a push out, can push anywhere on the table, can hit any ball. You don't have to hit a ball, you don't have to hit a rail. You can make any ball. If you make the 9 on a push out, that will, of course, come up. Apart from that, it's pretty much do what you want, see if your opponent likes it, and if they don't like it, they can give it back to you. That's basically what a push out is. But of course, it's much deeper than that. There's a lot of thinking goes into this. It's kind of like a game of chess. You're looking for checkmate. Well, she's getting this back 100%.
Yeah, actually she thought about leaving a lot of distance and only the right side of the 2 ball, but I think she hooked herself behind the 3, and she didn't want to do that, obviously. But because you don't want to leave a tough shot to your opponent so that she may give it back to you. So it's always tricky, those situations, because it's tactical, and if you leave something too easy, you might lose the game. So
yeah, she's trying to hit that 3 ball full in the face, so that she was leaving kind of just the right hand side of the 2 ball, but just caught the 3 ball wrong and slid behind it slightly. So 3 rail escape here. She's used her extension, 30 seconds. Good shot. Oh, unlucky. Very, very close there, Benjamin. Very close.
yeah, really close, really good shot. Also, it's very difficult to hit the ball with the bridge really hard like she did, close to the 3 and without touching the 3 actually. So that was really a good shot. Really close.
Yeah, very close to that rail as well, the first rail that she was hitting. And that's never easy, as we know. And she's going for another one here. We are playing 3 fouls. 3 fouls and you lose the rack. 3 fouls in a row, that is, not in a game. So just a little bit of pressure here. Wow, it's 2. And now Can she lay the cue ball, Ben, behind the 9 and the 5? Would love to push that 2 ball near or behind another ball as well. Well, didn't get tight to them. The jump is available. That's the importance of getting that ball tight behind. Would have taken the jump out of the equation. Was just a little bit timid on the cue ball. But of course, Wang Ling still has to make this. Could easily catch the 9, and she has caught the 9. It's frame over. So good plan, good playing there from NGUYEN, and that all stemmed from a bad push out from that young lady there. She put herself in trouble. So what a way to win your first rack. 3 fouls, not bad, Benjamin. It's not easy to 3 foul a pro.
Yeah, and I was thinking that's the first rack I saw that 3 foul occurred since the beginning of this event.
Yeah, just didn't get over the ball at all, did she? Cue came off the hand.
They both had really good technique and stroke and stance. Really solid hit, good breaks, both of them. But as we mentioned, it's end rack, so it's always a little bit more tricky to make balls as with the template, which is really predictable.
Cue ball behind the 7 here will be the target. Oh no, she's gone round the other way, trying to create distance.
Yeah, this is a good shot. I don't believe she can see. Maybe she could see the left side of the left hand side of the 1 ball. I'm not sure from here, but that was a good shot.
Yeah, she's got the edge, I think, or she's jumping the edge of the 5 ball. Number 1 on her back. And that was a first class shot as well. What a bank shot.
Yeah, and also remember the game is 9 ball, so it's no cold shots, just like it is in 10 ball. So early 9s are welcome, Mark. Oh, good shot there. It's never easy, blind pockets. But she tied up the 4 and the 8, which is really now a problem because the angle on the 3 she has does not allow her to do something on the 4. I would even consider to play safe on the 3 right now because she can't do anything with the 4. Maybe draw back towards the 6 and 9 and try to stay behind the 8, but it's really not easy. It's really not on.
Tried making it rail first. Wang Ling from Chinese Taipei, from Taiwan.
Tricky position here. You could try to make the combo, but then you might lose the 3 going towards the 6, and also the 4 ball is still locked. but the safety shot is nothing but easy here. So yeah, she tried to play some kind of a containing safety here. Have to be patient, and yeah, you still need to find something to put the 3 ball near the problem over there. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Nicely done.
And it's always good to have the target in the center of the table. Makes it a small target instead of near the rail, which makes it bigger, obviously.
Great effort. Awkward cueing for the Vietnamese young lady. Once again, not worth going for. Maybe could try and thin it on the right hand side of the 3, bring the cue ball back towards the 8-4, maybe break it open, get the 3 ball in the middle of that top rail, right where it says G in Saigon.
Yeah, good shot there.
Did very well, didn't she? This is a bit of an easier jump than her last one. There was a lot of pressure on the last jump shot, and it was a lot closer. But this is one of those nice distance jumps, isn't it, Benjamin?
Yeah, and also from this distance, you can also control to put some draw into the ball to try to go short, long, and into the problem. But still, of course, it's very difficult, but it's controllable, especially today with those jump cues. For example, the Predator Air Rush, which I think is really one of the best on the market today, to really raise the control you have when you jump. It's really crazy good.
Big occasion, I think, for Nguyen. I'm sure she hasn't been playing on too many or in too many arenas like this one. Of course, the pressure of the home crowd as well. But a proud day for the young lady. Just go out there and enjoy it. What an experience. So finally, we're going to see the 4 ball moved away from that precarious position.
Yeah, it's a pretty clear bank shot here. Plus, she had the shape on the 5, so I think she should go for it. But I don't know. Yeah, she decided to play conservative. But I definitely think the bank shot was on. Took the chance.
Yeah, chance here. A good one for Wang Wanglin. Everything in the open. Just a nice little stun across for the 5 ball.
Not to mention that nerves are high. As you already mentioned, she's a young lady and she probably have never played in such an arena, in such an event. So it's always tough. It's, as I always said, it's always easier to talk from the booth or from the audience, but when you're in the arena, and I've been there a couple of times, it's not the same story. You know that, Mark?
Yes, I do. I've never played on an arena of this scale or caliber, but I have played in quite a big open tournament. Actually, it was here in Thailand, and it was rack your own for the first few rounds. And I was so nervous I couldn't even rack the balls, and that was with a template rack, and my hands were shaking so badly. I mean, it was on TV here, so that was the main pressure. You know, you don't want to make yourself look stupid. You want to show that you have a reason for being there. But I just played just terrible my first ever time, and it was nerve-wracking. Nice little angle on this 8 ball to just stun off the route, keep the cue ball off the route for a straight in 9 to take a 2-1 lead. Quite a slow rack, this one. Lots of safeties because that 4 ball was tied up for so long, but as soon as it became free, the rack opened up, and this young lady, Wang Lin, said thank you very much, chi chi, as they say.
Yeah, we really had the chance to witness all those events here. We had the mixed doubles open. Now we are having the Saigon Women 9-ball open, and all at the same time the men's world 10-ball championship. So everything is possible with our partners, Little Master, Yalin. We have Box Billiards, NGUYEN, Samsung TV Plus, Pro Billiard TV, and the WPA. Of course, the Predator Group, which is all behind the organization and product. The Predator Aerial Rack, the Orcos 2 balls, the Arcadia Reserve Cloth, and the brand new Predator Arc table, which looks great.
Yeah, I must say, I actually do prefer the Arc to the Apex, if I'm honest. Looks very, very nice, very sturdy, and from all the reports it plays brilliantly as well. I know you've played on them, Benjamin, in the Euro Tour. It's the official table of the Euro Tour.
Yeah.
So you're in a better place to speak about it than I am.
Yeah, those are really great. And actually, first time I played on those tables, they were the first time they were hosting a tournament in Europe, the first ever Predator Euro Tour. And I drew Albinushan on the first round in the arena, TV table. So yeah, I can remember that the tables they are really playing good. I actually go next week to a Euro Tour in the Netherlands, so I'm gonna play those again next week. And the playability is really good. Not easy position from here, because I think the 2-ball, yeah, it's straight in on the bottom left, but then the 3 does not pass on the top left, so she really has to find something. Try to play it on the side. And opportunity here for NGUYEN to start a run. Everything I think is open. The tricky part is going to be to go from the 4, 5, 6 to get to the 7. Not an easy layout, this one.
She's got her special shiny shoes on for the occasion, though. I bet last week she didn't expect to be playing on this main table in front of thousands and thousands of people. See, she's got a mixed doubles shirt on, so she obviously played in the mixed doubles, Ben, so she's had a chance to get used to the tables a little bit. See that on her sleeve? It says mixed doubles, so I'm not sure who her partner was. Obviously,
it's a good shot there. Yeah, if she can pocket the 5 on the side pocket and then find herself straight in on the 6, that would be great. Straight to the long rail. And she's gonna have an angle there, and it makes the shot a lot tougher because she's gonna have to go long and long with draw and left hand side. Which is never easy.
So referee Greg Cloudis from New Zealand.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Oh,
she lost the control of the cue ball there, but maybe she got a little bit of a roll here. Maybe she can still make the 7.
Well, if she's on this, that's absolutely perfect. She can stop the cue ball where the 7 is. A little bit too far out, but maybe just a slight angle here, Benjamin.
Yeah. Actually, she tried to force that 7, but she didn't have to. She just had to maybe stop shot that 7 to get a bigger angle on the 8, but still okay. I mean, the 6 to the 7 was a great shot. I love the way she took her extension to settle down and make that zigzag shot on the 6. That wasn't easy. Good run out from the young lady here. Oh, yeah, that will run this right, yeah, from the 2
settle her down a bit, won't it? Wasn't easy, as you mentioned at the start. She had a few little problems to negotiate. 5 to the 6, 6 to the 7. Made that with a nice sort of right hand spin. Got herself a little bit closer to the 9 ball. And then it goes. Very nicely done.
Yeah, definitely solid runner here. So it brings you confidence to stay at the table.
One American in action at the moment. Kennedy Mayman has taken the first set against Yara Ulvald. Cheska Centeno, who lost yesterday to Xia Liu in straight sets, has taken the opening set in her match against Ramanda. But it's the Indonesian that's 2-0 up in the second set in that one. Is she okay, Ben? Can she see the 2? She doesn't look worried. I think she can.
Still, the 4 ball is on a tough spot, so she really needs to pocket the 2 and leave herself a good angle on the 3 to go on the other side of the table, on the left long rail. So that's okay, she's there. But then you really want to be straight, but still get a slightly angle on the 4 to avoid the 6 on the way back for the 5, which is, you really have to have a good cue ball control here to go on the other side of the table, but
Oh, look at this.
long,
Playing it
yeah,
left-handed.
yeah,
Playing it left-handed,
yeah, but
and
that's
he's missed it. Quite a
she
difficult
was
shot.
actually in, yeah, and if you see the position of the cue ball right now, she was actually in the perfect position to get from the 4 to the 5 with a slightly angle on that 4, yeah, as you can see. So that's the perfect position to be with the cue ball on the 4 ball here.
Rail first. Yeah, that was not easy. That was not easy. Quite far away from the pocket. Well, very close though. Very close. Oh, that was a little bit of a help. That little kiss on the 5 slowed the cue ball down and left her. Looks to be perfect on this 5 ball, on this 4 ball rather, to get to the 5.
Yeah, but the thing is, the 5 ball doesn't pass the 9 in the bottom right, so she really wants to draw it to go to the side pocket or the top left, the top right. Sorry. So yeah, that's a good draw, but it's always difficult to control it. So she went a little bit too far there. She's gonna have to shoot that on the top right, and facing the pocket like this is never easy. Good shot there.
Very good. Beautifully done. Controlled the cue ball nicely as well. Perfect angle on the 6. Right in the heart of the pocket, this one. Never touched the sides. Probably play the 7 in the side. Now needs to leave an angle on this 8, so maybe come to the centre-ish spot, Benjamin, something like that.
Yeah.
So she can run round 2 rails. Looks perfect.
Yeah, I actually think it's a little bit of in between here, because she can't really stand the ball 2 rails, and if she follows, then she's gotta have to go 1 rail here with a touch of English. Yeah, and that's the shot I was talking about. You come again, you cross the line, but she should be okay. But you want to be an easier 9 ball than this. Good shot. And again, good run out from the missed kick shot from NGUYEN.
Fu Xiaofang, who is on the other main table. All these tables are of course available on YouTube on the Pro Billiard TV channel. Xiaofang Fu has taken the opening set against Anita Kanyaya. Xiao Fu, twice-time winner of the China Open, also world champion 9 ball 2011. It's over on table 2, guys. Back to this one. Good break, made a ball. And nicely on the 1, Ben.
Yeah, good break, powerful. both women are breaking the balls really good so far, so we expect to have a open runouts from that
She's
point.
on the hill here as well. In this first set, race to 4, best of 3 sets.
Yeah, and it's a losers round 2, so the winner of this match will have to take 2 more matches to get to the last 16. So it's a long way to go. But of course, you really want to stay in the present. Good shot there. Stand follow a little bit to get the angle on the 4.
Stun follow, one of my favourite shots. Really shows you cueing well. A little bit short of pace here though.
Yeah, you saw that 4 ball and she rolled it, and actually she really wanted to use a little bit of a stand follow here with a touch of left to go short and long and to really catch the line of the 5, because by rolling it she's obviously gonna come towards the side pocket, but she made a good recovery there. Great shot.
Using a bit of pace there to get the angle to stun over slightly, to be a little bit straighter on this 7, so she's nicely on this. Just run it in with high ball. So this 8 and 9 to take the opening set.
Yeah, and you see, Mark, she went a little bit too far on that 7, meaning she has to cross the line again to, unless she wants to stun the ball. Oh, that's a good shot, but it's difficult to control. That was the good shot, but she didn't have the right angle on the 8 to do so, and so it's really tough to control the speed of those shots. But I believe the small mistake was on the 7. She didn't need to follow the 7 that much. She was too straight on the 8. So again, this is not about missing the shot or missing the position, but it's the idea you have before you play the 7 that is missing.
Yeah, that was never in, that 9 ball. And the simplest of 9 balls to level it up and go hill here on this opening set.
Yeah. And in rotation games, you always see this. A small mistake leads you to a bigger mistake, and then at the end, on the 7 or 8 and 9, then you are out of line, or you missed a shot. That's
kind of snowballs, doesn't it? Gets worse and worse. Like a snowball gathering gathering snow as it rolls down the hill, just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
okay, so we already have a decider mark in that first set, deciding rack.
Yeah, try break. Push out called.
Always tough to push out when the one ball is in the corner like this, because you don't want obviously to leave the open. Yeah, I think it's a good one. She only sees the edge. It's obviously a push out for a safety, but it's a better spot now that she was in.
Yeah, that's good. Plenty of cover. Big wall of balls in the centre of the table. She'll be very unlucky if she's left the gap there through to the one.
Yeah, surprising she didn't take it, because that was not a tough safety shot to do. It's kind of typical ones where you overcut the balls and create distance. Just a little bit harder would have been fine, because it would have stiffed the short rail from the short rail, the cue ball from the short rail, and she would have touched it, but she didn't miss it by much. That was a good effort. Just a little bit too soft. Still, the 4 and the 5 are tied up, and looks like it's the big issue of the rack here.
To try to break them out here.
That's a good shot. I mean, I like it. Good side of the 3 to reach the 4 using 2 rails. She really want to get the good angle on the 4 to stay down table for the 5. So this is the kind of position you want to play with the line. Oh, I think she went a little bit too far there. That's okay. That was actually the perfect spot to be, but it was really dangerous to come all the way down to this side of the 4.
Oh, has she still got it?
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, I think she has. She's not rushing back to get the jump cue, so from here it doesn't look like it's on, does it? Yeah, she is going for the jump cue.
Yeah, maybe she doesn't want to use English to try to swerve just a little bit. Maybe it's there, but you know, sometimes you just use a little bit of English and it's enough, but sometimes it's not.
Just to turn it over kind of thing, spin it in.
Oh, that was a good try. Okay, you want to use a lot of inside in this one to stay on the 6.
Where's
She
the 9?
didn't, but yeah, she didn't use inside because she really wanted to make the ball, but then she has to hit the 9, so it's kind of a little bit of a gamble here, but she got away with it.
Oh, and this is to take the first set.
Yeah, and you see, Mark, the shot you just played on the 6, you really have to think that you have to cue this. So the one where she just played on the 6, she would have liked to be more in the center of the table so that she can reach it easily. This is small things, but with experience, you think about those.
Yeah, overrun it slightly. So now she's going to have to play the 9 into the top right, I think. Well, she's looking at playing the 8 into the side.
Yeah, I don't think I would do this. I think I would probably shoot it, yeah, the other way around.
Yeah.
With a low left, going 3 rails. Yeah, like that, but nerves are high.
Seemed to rush it in the end. Took a lot of care lining it up into the centre, changed her mind, and then didn't really compose herself to take that shot. Nothing wrong with the stroke. The stroke was nice. Perfect on the 9 ball.
Yeah, she didn't manage the shot clock there on the 8 ball because there were maybe 20 seconds left. So she really had the time to resettle down and change her mind.
She's already missed 1 9 ball. Kind of similar to this one.
Yeah, you really want to use soft medium speed, I would say, to make the pocket bigger.
Well, it looked like she got a bit of a kick. She got a terrible skid there. A really bad skid. That's why she's laughing. And she's still made it.
And the NGUYEN is going to take a break. And we're going to do so, Mark, and we'll be right back. and the players are back. And so, yeah, I believe Wang broke the first set, so now it's the NGUYEN turn to enter that. Hopefully the referee cleaned the cue ball after the big skid on that 9 on the deciding rack.
Yeah, it's a problem, isn't it? Because there's so many chalks out there that do a lot of damage, but there's also chalks out there that do a lot of good as well. With Town, with Pure, and with the Alex Pagulayan chalk as well. They're all made for anti-skid. No marks on the table. Makes the cloth
and also
last
no
longer.
no marks on the balls, which is, for me, it's really the greatest improvement of the next gen chalks. It's really no marks on the ball. Yeah.
I just don't know why players don't use those chalks, you know, because they're available. Why not use the best equipment that you can get your hands on? I know, of course, a lot of players are sponsored by other people, so they have to use certain chalks, but I wouldn't get a sponsorship with somebody just because, you know, of the monetary side of it. I want good performance as well.
Yeah, I myself use the Pure chalk by Predator, and I have to say that really the big difference I see is that there are really literally no marks on the balls, which is really crazy because when you play for like 2 or 3 hours, the ball still remain clean. So
yeah,
this is really great.
Anyway, enough about chalk. Actually, I've got a little fact about chalk, Ben, that you might like. All billiard chalks, no matter who they're made by, don't actually contain any chalk. Strange, huh? Oh, I thought that was going to drop.
Yeah, and she actually made a good shot on the 3.
What a chance that was.
Yeah. And as you can see, the size of the pocket is pretty tight. It's 4 1/4 inches, I believe.
Oh,
and the side pockets are, yeah, and the side pockets are even tighter. So
yeah, now, even though the pot is very easy on this 6 ball, not always easy to get ideal position when a ball is so deep into a pocket. She's drawing this. Done pretty well. Probably play the 7 and the 8 into the same pocket, I think, go round. Or is she drawing out Ben to take the 8 into the side? No, same pocket.
Yeah, that's a good point. I was gonna say that those type of shots where you have like a half ball hit, still the cue ball is gonna lose a lot of energy after the impact, so you really have to stroke it to get back to the long rail and back for the 8. So she didn't fall into that trap, and she really hit it as hard as she needed to get shape on the 8. So
still struggling though to get ideal position on the 9, isn't she? Hasn't had ideal position very often. No problems though. Yeah. So in control, taking the first rack of the second set after winning the first set. Now, what a game we've got coming up for you on this table at 6 p.m. this evening. Christina to catch, one of the favourites, up against Chia Chow. And that, of course, is the younger sister of Chow Che-yu. 6 o'clock this table. And another great match, Han Yu up against Pia Filler at the same time. Remember, all these games, guys, are available on the YouTube channel. Jasmine Ocean will be in action as well later on. Chihiro Kawahara against Kelly Fisher. That's another big one. The winner of the China Open, Chihiro, up against Kelly Fisher, and Seo Sarah up against Savannah Easton. And what about this for another match? Well, they're all coming up today. Wei Chu Chen up against Amber Chen. Another classic. All those matches, 6 p.m. this evening.
Yeah, it's actually the winner's qualification. So it's a winner side, undefeated players, and the winner of those matches will go straight to the last 16.
Balls broke pretty well. 2 ball inside, 1 ball in the corner, and an okay shot on the 3 as well.
Yeah, the thing is, you're frozen on the long rail and you have blind pocket, and the cue ball is going to go towards the 6 and 8. So what could be ideal is to go in between the 6 and 8, which is really tough. I don't know if it's quite possible. It's tough to say from this angle, but the way she's cueing makes me think that she want to go maybe around the 6. Oh no, she wanted to go straight like this. Yeah, it looked like the shot was on, but it was definitely tough to jack up frozen on the rail and make that ball. That was a tough opener.
Yeah, got very close to it, and she was on the 4 as well, so it was a good opportunity. Oh, mind your shirt. Now, do you just draw back behind the 9 here?
Yeah, again, the NGUYEN kind of rushed that shot. She wanted to hide the cue ball behind the 6 and 8, which was really doable, but she didn't take enough time to stay. She didn't stay composed. Containing shot from Wang here. Left an edge though to pocket that 3 ball. Yeah, you really want to miss those shots on the pro side, like we said. She could have used a little bit of inside also to go short and short rail, like back and forth from the 4. But if you miss it on the thick side, then you're most likely to leave something in the open.
Took a risk with the 5. 6-8 combo, no problem. So this is a good opportunity now.
Yeah, the thing is, She's going to make the 4 and go around 3 rails for the 5, but the 7 ball is on the way on the line. So she has to find something to clear that 7. And maybe she could go long and short and go in between the 7, 9 in the diagonal of the table to the long rail, to the short rail, sorry, over there. I don't know what's possible.
Oh,
she couldn't even make it. Okay.
She was trying for the combo.
Yeah, because the 4 ball didn't pass into the side pocket. It was too thin. Yeah, okay.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was too thin. I really don't. I think it was very makeable. I think it was the positional side that she didn't like. I
think so too, yeah. I think you're right, Mark. But from the angle that we had, it's tough to judge also. Still, the 7 ball is on the way.
Seven ball. Let's get on the table, guys.
And here you don't want to do too much with the cue ball. You just want to make the 5, and maybe she's going to run a little bit into the 7, but the 6 ball will be available anyway. So, yeah, okay. She's okay. And here again, as you can see, the center of the table is a crucial area. I would say 60 to 70% of all the shots could be played from the center of the table in rotation games. So this is really an area to master when you're practicing drills and stuff. Have a couple of them from the coaches, Johan Rissink and Alex Lilly, to master this area of the table. Oh, that's a good stroke. Didn't brush it, kind of accelerate, but smoothly maintaining the tip position low in the cue ball. So very effective draw there.
Well, we have a great match for you coming up very soon. Darren Appleton, former 10-ball world champion, of course, up against NGUYEN Bao Chao on this very table coming up. That's with Ben and I as well at 3 p.m. local time. And Fedor Gorst will be on table 2. So some good stuff to look forward to, guys, coming up. Women's 9-ball, men's world 10-ball, of course, both in full swing. And that's loser's side action. A lot of big names went to the loser's side yesterday, including Joshua Filler, Piers Laboutis, Dennis Grabe, Fedor Gorst, of course, Ralph Souquet, Anthony Raga.
Yeah, it's a monster monster field. So obviously, all those guys are going to go. Some are going to go through the winners bracket, and some are going to go to the loser side. So it makes both brackets really, really tight. But that's the professional pool world.
Yeah, Stefan Kasper as well, who should have beaten the reigning champion on here last night, but just couldn't get over the line. One set each, 3-0 up. Ended up losing in a shootout with Carlo Biardo.
Yeah, it was actually a German snooker champion. I had a few talks with him in the Euro Tours and European Championships, and he has such a strong technique, which comes from the snooker background. So he said that whenever he's feeling shaky, he can rely on his strong technique, and he's actually one of the best players in Europe, and a nice guy, by the way. So
yeah, he actually had Albin Ocean, Max Lechner, and Mario He watching him. Can she just brush off the 8? Or is it dead straight? Oh,
nice shot there. Yeah, it's also very important to be able to recognize the crucial shot of the rack, to take the extension, more time, to have a good awareness of what is going on. And she had.
Yeah, top class play from Chinese Taipei. It's going to be close to the 8 ball. Oh, well, has she come past it enough? Can she clip it into the bottom right as we look? I feel she has to take it on.
It was a really nice stroke with the bridge on the 7 ball, though. And came up a little bit short, but
flirting with the side pocket twice. Caught it just a little bit thick, actually. Yeah, very well done. Takes her to the hill in this second set. Referee Greg Cowd saying, please wait until the balls stop rolling. It's a bit like being on a roller coaster ride. Please remain seated until the ride has come to a complete stop. I used to work on a fairground, Benjamin, so I used to say that a lot over the microphone. I've always had a microphone in my hand. No matter what I've been doing, I've always had a microphone. Worked in radio, on the pier, on the piers, on the roller coasters, all that kind of stuff. And now on the pool and snooker, I'm never happier. My mum says I came out of, when I was born, I came out talking, And then it wasn't until they cut the umbilical cord that I shut up. Yeah, no damage done, I don't think. Maybe the one goes to the bottom corner.
Yeah, dry break, but it was a good. Actually, it was a good break, but still, she failed to make a ball. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it goes to the corner, but the thing is, you really have to. You want to hit it, the cue ball, hit before the side pocket and travel. Yeah, like that. But it's really tough to make that one ball and take the cue ball a little bit higher to the long rail, so that it goes on the other side. And but now she's in between the 6 and 8, so she's got away with it. But she might have to draw this like powerful draw to take the 3 ball on the side pocket, and this is really tough.
Yeah, it wasn't a great stroke either, just a little bit hurried. So straightforward safety for Wang Ling.
Yeah, she went for it because the 3 ball was up table, and if she has made it, then she would have had position on the 3. And there is really small chances that the 2 ball would have hang into the pocket. So that was a kind of two-way shot here.
Oh, she's taken the 2 with her. Well, not disastrous, doesn't go in the side. Just to roll up behind.
Yeah, and the thing, as I mentioned earlier, the thing is, what is important in those kind of shots is 2 things. You really want to glue the cue ball behind the obstacle, which is tough to do, but you really want to also send the object ball far from a rail. That's what she did, so that it makes a small target for your opponent. And it's very difficult to choose which side of the ball you're going to hit, and to visualize which side of the ball you're going to hit when it's far from the rail like this. So yeah.
Yeah, 5 ball is in a pretty safe position, but the 4 is close by, so maybe it's possible to get into on the 5 into the left hand side pocket. As we look, the same pocket as the 2 is going in. Slightly off angle here. Could hold it though, it's okay. Now what do you do here, Benjamin? Do you risk going into them, or are you playing to get onto the 5 into the side?
I don't think she has the natural angle to go directly. I think she had a little bit to stand follow a little bit, which makes the 4 ball tougher. If the 5 ball is passing on the other side in the left side pocket, then I would try to go around. Or you can also play safe. You can also stop the cue ball behind the 9 and send the 5 ball on the short rail. You really have options here. Yeah, maybe it passes in the side, which is perfect. Now it's tough to say from the angle that we have.
I've always believed it did go in the side, and she's played on it. I'm just wondering if she's come down far enough to take it. The orange is slightly in front of the 9, which makes all the difference on this shot, of course.
No, it didn't. Yeah. So maybe I should have stayed on the other side, just roll the 4-ball there and try to stop the 5-ball behind the 9, if it was possible. But the shot that you just played was really good. It's a little bit too hard. You really wanted to use, for example, the 8-ball, leaving the 5-ball in the center of the top rail. But I mean, still okay. But she has a shot. Wow, this is a beauty, Mark. This is really tough to do, to align the 3 balls on the long rail on this type of shot. It requires a lot of speed control, and she really did it perfectly.
Well, good solid hit. Not going to get anything for it though. 5 is on into the side. Can play it back and forth for the 6 into the top right as we look.
Yeah, I think she has to draw to the short side to make the 6-ball in the bottom right. Okay, that's the shot for the win. Because the 7-ball and the 8 are hanging. Leads you to the final 9.
She'll be fearing the worst now. Hasn't played that great. She's been a little bit suspect on her position from 8 to 9. I don't think she's been perfect many times. But
now she is.
Now she is, right when it matters. This 9-ball for a great win.
Well, yeah. I think we had a pretty solid second set from Wang here, and she won. She's going to the